Hello everyone, welcome to another Bitcoin review. Today not a market review, just Bitcoin. It's still early in the week and I'm mostly watching Bitcoin here, what it wants to do. I think most is simply ranging and is waiting for Bitcoin to make a move. So yeah, no point in my opinion in looking for trades on alts unless Bitcoin gives us a clean sweep of some lows, and then we can look to bid some alts, or yeah, if it does something else. But for now, things are pretty uncertain in my opinion. We'll get into our game plans for the week in a second. Okay, before we do that, quickly want to say thanks to Bybit for sponsoring these videos. I am currently running an iPhone 14 giveaway, multiple iPhone 14s. I'll leave a link in the description, which you can use to go to the tweet, and all the instructions on how to participate are there, okay? Giving away one iPhone per 50 new users. If it stays below there, you even have a higher chance to win an iPhone, okay? So definitely worth checking that out. So big thanks to Bybit. The links are in the description. Also, if you enjoy these kind of videos, leave a like and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Trying to get to 10k subs. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could just leave a sub. All right. With that being said, let's get into the charts. Let's get into the Bitcoin chart. So all these levels here, simply high time frame levels. Okay. We've got this high time frame range and then this June range from a year ago, more than a year ago actually. And what stands out here on the monthly as well is this area. Why that one? Okay, clean order block, right? Ranging before we made a clean break and made a higher monthly close above here, right? So if we retest that area, in my opinion, it will be support, okay? So I'm gonna remove this, but keep the gray area like this, and keep in mind that's our high time frame support area, an order block, whatever you wanna call it, okay? Demand, whatever. Zooming in again to the daily, I've also marked out last month's high and last month's low. We're currently still above last month's high. Wait, these levels are from May actually. We have a new monthly candle to work with. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna remove these and make them like these. Okay, so last month's high, and then all the way down here is last month's low. Okay, so the level below here is gonna be insignificant because there's such a long way in between last month's low and last month's high. We're trading way closer to last month's high, which is why, in my opinion, it's gonna be more significant. Okay, so zooming in again, the levels here, last week's high and last week's low, are also the ones from 2 weeks ago. Since right now it's only Monday, you know, nothing much has happened yet. So I'm simply gonna focus on these levels to give us a view on where liquidity is resting, okay? Zooming in all the way to the 4 hour, right? And taking a simple look at where we think liquidity is gonna be resting, because when you're trading in a range like this, that's what you have to do, right? You have to zoom out, zoom out, sorry, and mark out those key high time frame areas of liquidity. Key highs and key lows, and look at where liquidity or stop losses are going to be resting, and that will definitely be, in my opinion, below last week's low. Okay, if you take, so I'm calling it last week's low, but it's from 2 weeks ago, you know. If you take a look at the other level, right, this one has been swept here and then again right here, and last month's high got swept on this move as well. Okay, so in my opinion, the draw on liquidity is locally going to be resting to the downside here. What invalidates this? Well, a clean break above the area of confluence, which is last week's high and last month's high. So if we make a clean break above here, that would mean further upside at least into here, 32.4, but in my opinion we could see a lot higher, okay? But until then, what's gonna be the key resistance? Like, let's take a look at where our OTE is resting from the low, from the high to the low. OTE gonna be resting right there. And if we take a look at where local liquidity is resting, right, so the lower time frame areas, we're gonna see that we have equal highs up here and equal lows, sort of equal lows down here. I'm gonna mark it out like this, okay? So that immediately gives us a clean plan. We know that we wanna target down here on liquidity. We know that we have clean liquidity resting above these equal highs and these equal lows. So now we can beautifully make some plans around those areas of interest, those areas of liquidity. If price first goes up and sweeps these highs, right, you've got yourself a clean short with invalidation above these levels, above OTE, and a target of last week's low, okay? That would look something like this. Invalidation, sorry, up there, target down here, and potentially a little lower, gives you over 2R, beautiful, okay, high probability. If price first goes for the lows, right, and ideally takes last week's low, you're sweeping a higher time frame low, this key low right here, into a high time frame area of interest, which is this gray area. And in that case, right, you can't really place your stop below this area because that would give you horrible RR. So what you better do then is just wait for the reclaim, wait for some strength to come in, maybe give your stop a little bit of room in case you go for a second sweep. So in case it does this and a retest goes for another sweep and then for the squeeze. But then that's your setup. And what do you target? These highs up here into OTE and potentially even keep some for the clean breakout all the way up towards 32K, okay? So draws on liquidity, right? In my opinion, locally, so very low time frame above these equal highs and below these equal lows, and then a little bit higher time frame below here and above 32K, okay? So those are my game plans. I am more than likely waiting for a Monday range to work with, and then we can use those levels on the lower time frames to get some nice scalps in, maybe trade some altcoins along the way, but mostly waiting and sitting out for now. Okay, hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to check out the iPhone giveaway. Peace.